Hi everybody, I am Trisha at Club Scrap with the long-awaited Legacy Spoiler Day. I am so excited to show you how this beautiful Legacy kit turned out. It's kind of cool to be celebrating a Legacy collection as we continue celebrating the start of our 24th year of Club Scrap, so we're pretty excited over here. Now, in full disclosure, I have to admit to you that I am actually not really here. I'm taping this a little bit earlier because my husband and I are out of town for a graduation party and a little couples getaway. So just him and I for a couple of days, and I expected to be home today, but I just didn't want to leave anything to chance. So I taped this in advance so that I can show you this collection right on schedule and give Beth and Deb and Jane and Karen and Julie and Kristen and everybody in the warehouse involved with pulling any extra orders and making changes to your membership configurations plenty of time before we start actually shipping this out of the warehouse on Friday, July 1st. So remember, if you call us on July 1st and want to make a change, there's not a whole lot we can do. So make sure you get those extra orders placed or with kit orders placed plenty early so that they have time to fulfill everything to your heart's desire. So today I have a lot to go over with you in addition to showing you the complete page kit, what it makes, the card kit, what that makes. I'll give you another little peek at the happy hour collection, which we released. You may not even have heard about that yet. And then I also have a couple of other exciting things to share with you. So hang in there with me to the end. I'll try not to go more than 30 minutes. Maybe that's the length of your lunch hour, and that's a perfect amount of time. But no matter what time of day it is or where you are, be sure to let us know in the comments where you're watching from, and say hello. And especially if you're brand new to Club Scrap, we would love to meet you here at our monthly gathering and introduce yourself, tell us how you learned about Club Scrap and where you're from as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around to look at my work surface where the Legacy page kit is waiting. So Deb is still finishing up the building of the kits, and I just grabbed this from her. This is hot off of the production line, and it's amazing. I just have to give Deb a little shout out. She is single-handedly pretty much sorts all of the little elements that go into the kits, trims all the ribbon from large rolls, and collates all the paper and the photo mats, and puts it all into a bag in a very organized and efficient set of stages. And it's pretty impressive. You know, if you've ever heard a machine collator, because machines are capable of collating paper, but Deb is faster because that machine never goes down. So shout out to Deb. Thank you for all your hard work creating these kits for us every month and doing such a beautiful job. I'd like to start out with the ribbon. And again, a shout out to Craig for helping choose these gorgeous ribbons. Check out this. You've got 2 yards of this stunning teal fringe edged. And so it's like, it's actually an ombre. So this little edge of this ribbon right here is like a blue tone. And then the outer perimeter with the fringe and the inner is teal. And you get 2 yards of that. It's like 7/8 inch piece of gorgeousness. Then this is kind of a newer ribbon. It's actually a cotton with a saddle stitch. The cotton is that deeper red that coordinates with the collection, and then the edges are that softer pink stitch. And then of course our go-to, my favorite, a double-faced satin, which is perfect for bow making. As far as the paper collection, here we've got our set of 12 photo mats. So right away you can see we've got this cloud blue. I like to call it cloud blue. It's actually light blue, I think is what we're calling it in the kit. And then we have this beautiful teal, and I hope you can see this on camera, but the teal itself, you can literally see the fibers of this paper, woven in. It's so just gorgeous. Then check this out. This is, we're just calling this metallic red. So you can see it's got a nice 80-pound cover weight. You can hear it rather. And then you can see the metallic finish on it. And of course it's that beautiful red on both sides. And this is a color that we've never featured before. And then here we have a lineal textured light pink metallic. And that is also an 80-pound cover weight. You're going to love these papers. Okay, the rest of the goodies now. We've got 2 of these. They're metal, but they're paper thin. Another thing I just love about these. And you've got a nice, I think it's like maybe shy of 2 inches opening. And then Jacqueline even designed some artwork to fit within the space. And yeah, these are really cool. So I'd like to attach them with my ATG 2-way adhesive, or you can use our bookbinding glue. Then we have these neat gems. I'm gonna leave them in the bag so I can pop this back onto Deb's pile of finished collections. But look at those, they're nice and flat, nice and one-dimensional, but they really create a little sheen and a little sparkle with the swirl artwork that sort of carries through this whole motif of the design, which you're gonna see in a second. Then we have these adorable little flat back resin butterflies. There's a dozen of them in here, and I didn't realize how much work I'd created for Deb when I selected all of these different goodies, but you get a dozen of these cute little butterflies that have like that blue and that pinkish color to them, perfect for embellishing. Then finally, and I have a story behind these roses were selected and arrived, much to my surprise. They were a little bit more dimensional than I anticipated. They really have some height on them. So what I have is a hack to rescue the rosettes, basically, in my video this month. So as with all previous months, our monthly kits, we do have our video workshop. So tune into the video workshop to learn how I made these a little bit more one-dimensional for use in your pages and projects. So finally, at last, we can take a look at these gorgeous prints. Check out this lovely, lovely print. In fact, I think when Jacqueline sent it over, oftentimes prints will go through several revisions and changes and alterations. I think maybe there was one minor change to the art from her very first rendering. So I absolutely love how this turned out. And then here is an all over print as well with that same motif that we've selected. If you are not aware, this is called a quatrefoil shape. And I just love how this carried through. And one of my favorite aspects, I guess, of this collection is that it really doesn't have a theme. It's any reason, any season of life, and just these beautiful papers will help you create a perfect backdrop for literally anything. It could be a beach, it could be a wedding, it could be a baby, it could be an engagement. You get the idea. Then of course, you've got the entire 12 by 12 repeat of the photo mats. So your cloud blue, your metallic pink, your metallic red, and that stunning teal as the base papers for the collection. And then finally, the cut aparts. So we've got a nice series of artwork for you. We've got a lot of border strips here to anchor your pages down. Whatever elements are there, have a nice home. And then we've got our journaling prompts as well as some really handy page titles. So I'm gonna gather up all of this stuff and set it aside so you can see those pages. And as I mentioned, we do have the video, so you'll have the instructions available to you on our website showing all the trimming that I did and the incredible lack of scraps. I can see here there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 tiny little pieces not used. They're all less than 1/2 inch. So we did a pretty good job using up all those papers. So here is layout 1. And again, this is where I adapted the rosettes to make them a lot flatter and basically just was able to remove the center and sort of resituate all of those twisted, wound bits of ribbon into a really eye-catching embellishment for this page. I absolutely love the final results. Here's again layout 3 where I used the rosettes as well, and you can see I lined the edge of this border strip with that really cool ribbon that Craig located to match perfectly. And then you can see again the ribbon here, an accent on this page that has those little mini butterflies just tying in with everything so perfectly. And then here's the frame with the artwork that Jacqueline designed to fit right within it. And oh, here I did a little trick where I nested 2 flavors of ribbon. So it's the double-faced satin light blue and then the fringed chiffon underneath it. Before I attached this to my layout, I punched a hole to the left and right of the text in the title, threaded the whole thing with the ribbon. So it's actually running behind the title here and then wrapping around to the back, and then I attached it to the page. Down over here, you can see those flashy little gems that work out perfectly with this, the color, the iridescence, it's all divine, right? Then on this layout, combined, again, carried over that embellishment to the right side of the page. And instead of allowing this mat to fully cover this cool shape here, I just took a craft knife. So if you feel comfortable using a pen style craft knife, just run your knife along where the photo mat would be and then tuck it behind so it'll appear in the back. Feel like you can just take some washi tape and secure that. And then on this layout, we again have another spot for that cute little square. This one is left open for a photo or other type of embellishment if you'd prefer. And here I ran that super wide ribbon behind the border strip to kind of create this fringed edge, which I think looks pretty cool. And then finally on this layout, again, I just ran the ribbon all the way across to carry that over to the side, and then finished off our cut apart here with the little butterflies. And as a reminder, if you have a lot of photos from any event, these types of embellishments here are designed to help you finish layouts when you don't have a lot of photos. So you always prioritize your pictures. If you have a lot of them, go ahead and put them right on the top of these cut aparts. So that is the Legacy Page Kit. Now, one of the things that I did with the Page Kit that I was really inspired to do, I'm attending a wedding later on in the early fall, and I took a instruction set that we have available as a digital download. This is the Wandering Bee box you may remember from a while ago. It's got the very popular drop spine box project featured. It comes with a video and all of the steps in order to create not only a box but a miniature album. So instead of using the now sold out collection this featured, I used it with the Legacy Page Kit, and I wanted to show this to you. I'm very proud of how it turned out. I just spent yesterday afternoon working on this, and again I adapted those rosettes for a decorative element on the front cover, and even used the little frame with the love. I mean, boy, it just turned out so perfectly, right? Now when you open this, you can skip the inner project, but this uses an entire page kit so beautifully. So here's just one project right here, and then I went right ahead and used the remaining papers in the Legacy collection to complete the album. So you can see all the pages inside. It uses my U-hinge assembly, which is incredibly simple, and then I used all of the cut aparts that came in this collection to finish off the book. And there's just still, even though I've decorated most of the outside pages pretty liberally, the inside is open. So think about all the pictures that you can put into this book and keep everything in this beautiful little box as a perfect memento of a very special occasion. So again, maybe an engagement party or a wedding, baby, anything. I just think it's stunningly gorgeous. I hope you agree. I just love this collection. And again, that was the Wandering Bee box. I'm sure Karen, who is monitoring our discussion here, will link to this project download and video. Now, as a reminder, if you are a member, every month you're getting a page formula. This is something you can download. This is whether or not you belong to our card club or page club. I feel it's important to help you use not only what we send, but what you have in your stash. And I know a lot of you have a stash. So this formula accommodates so many pictures that I was able to finish all of the photos I had taken at my niece's wedding. And this happened to also be the last picture I have with my dear sweet dad. So I just love how this all worked out. It's very simple. The colors in the background were perfect for highlighting this really special day of Hannah's wedding and reception and some time with my very treasured family. So again, on this formula, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 photos that I was able to put on this layout, and it still doesn't look cluttered, which is one of the things I really like. The fact that we are anchoring everything, and then of course using our beautiful club scrap paper from the Legacy kit makes me really love that. Next up, let's take a look at the card kit. This too I just got from Deb. She's really busy back there collating and assembling all of these collections. So let's take a look at the Legacy card kit. And we'll just right away dive into the paper, because look at that stunning print. Again, it's a smaller version of that same motif, and with covering all the colors in the gamut. For ink colors, I chose red. Carnation was a color that is discontinued, but if you happen to have it, it matches well. Our ocean ink and ash, that ash gray ink really looks nice with this as well. In addition, of course, to the India black and the white pigment that I love, love, love. So we got the two prints here. The other papers include our pink lineal, the cloud blue or light blue, the red metallic, two of those, and then two of the teal. And then the cut apart sheets include everything you need to decorate both the outside and inside of your cards. Now, as far as the other elements in the collection, we got loads of ribbon here, 2 yards of this, I think you call it a Harlequin pattern. It's a 3/8 inch. It's got this beautiful texture woven into it, one of my favorites. 2 whole yards of that. And then another 2 yards of this nice, really narrow grosgrain, perfect for bow tying on low profile cards you want to mail. And then this is just a nice runner. So like without knots or bows, I think it's a beautiful accent. And it's like a natural cotton fiber in that same color of that deep, deep red we're including. Rest of the goodies, we've got 4 of these really pretty. We had the yellow version in the Buttercup collection, and we thought they were so beautiful for this one as well in a perfect color to match. So 4 of those, and you get 4 silver doilies. And again, shout out to Deb because she was able to collate all of these silver doilies. Those are really not fun to collate. And then these swirl charms, they each have a loop at each end, so they're perfect for attaching to your cards and a nice low profile. And of course, no card kit would be complete without our stash of envelopes. So we have the A7, A6, and A2 to hold all the cards that we're going to make. So speaking of, let's take a look at those cards. Set A is just a basic single fold card, because I always welcome those. The fold actually goes on the horizontal, and we had some leftover elements. I was able to do a lot of decorative stuff on the inside of 2 of those horizontal ones. So we've got a happy birthday and a get well soon. I did have some requests for get well cards, so I included a couple of those in this set. There we go. Then vertical, we have another get well soon. This is the only other get well in here. And then that really beautiful connector right there with your sentiment on the inside. And then just a simple, you're the best. So this could be a thank you. It could be a birthday, friendship, celebration, whatever it is. And I like these general cards where even the inner sentiment doesn't really specify anything. You can write your happy birthday or thank you or whatever you want on the inside. For the next set, we're doing an A6, so that means it's going to be a 4.5 by 6 1/4, I believe. This is a split flap, so the doily takes its home right here. And this piece, this flap is centered onto the inner panel to secure it so it can wing out. And you still have room to make a little note, but this is a nice anniversary card or wedding, you know, because wedding on the brain, when you have to go to one, you start thinking about what you're going to need. You are loved, sending hugs and hope for better days ahead. So this too could be get well. It could be sympathy. Here's a birthday because, you know, there is absolutely no reason to act your age. I love that. And on these, I had a little daisy punch that I had laying around that I felt really matched this motif pretty well. So that's why I incorporated it. I just used the scraps, which were very few, from assembling the cards to decorate the inside there. Finally, we have the vertical 5 by 7 vertical hinge card. And this features that beautiful satin flower here and that cool ribbon and a chain link on the top. So if you don't need my help with assembling the cards in the video, but you're not sure how to do this, or you're not sure how to do something or other, be sure to check out the video for this class. And again, I do have the chapters marked. So I have, you know, sort paper, trim paper, set A, set B, set C. And that way you can quickly find, you knowing this is the card set C, if you need tips for that, something specific, then go directly to that chapter in the video. The video, I believe, is about 45 minutes in total length, so that will save you some time. Okay, and of course, just to remember that you do receive instructions with our kits, so I will help you create all of the cuts required for all 12 cards at once, and then we'll assemble them in groups of 4 at a time. Also a reminder that if you like to have extra paper handy for die cutting or card making, or maybe mishaps, you can subscribe to the Pops, with this pack of panels. It's around a half a pound of papers from the collection that you can use at your leisure. I like to keep mine in a bin, which I need to start doing some more stamping and card making because my bin's getting pretty full. But you can subscribe to this. It's getting to the point where we have so many subscribers to the pops. There is less and less available for retail on the back end. So if you know you're always going to want these, just go ahead and subscribe so that you get them automatically. Next, the stamps. Last month I kind of forgot to cover the stamps and I moved on to other things. So this is the sheet of stamps, again with that motif, which I love, love, love. And I love the way these tiles can all interlock. They can all nest together. But what's cool about these is that there's a solid. So this is something that you can ink up and just stamp to create a solid background. You can layer colors together, or you can do what we call a kiss method, where you ink this and then you take this image and you kiss off this pattern and then can stamp it. So Julie has some great examples. Also, Jacqueline designed a lot of the sentiments to fit within the open shape. And then these two also are designed to fit. So I love that. I love that this has the options of all of these interlocking and working together. So Julie's cards, which she'll cover some of the techniques she used. A lot of them are just wonderfully simple. This just has 4 different strips, each decorated with a different technique or image, and then the sentiment with a little bow. On this one, you can see how all of those shapes interlock, and a sweet little finishing touch to the sentiment fitting within the shape. Here she kissed off from the solid image some patterns and stamped it repeatedly into just a sweeping floral, which is sweet with a little tiny high. You can't go wrong with that, right? Here again, a little floral background created just by stamping tone on tone into the background. And then the filled in shape with those accents in the top and bottom. Very, very sweet and simple. If you happen to have some white embossing powder, go ahead and use your embossing ink and sprinkle it with some powder on this dark teal. Boy, isn't that a beautiful background for that. Now, this is a mystery to me, so Julie's going to have to explain herself. My guess is that she stamped and embossed the shape with silver powder and then inked it, maybe, with a mask? Because this is like not, that's like all one. I read Julie's blog, and I will too, and we'll find out how she did it. Another gorgeous card using that pink metallic with maybe a mahogany ink? Not sure. Chase the Rainbow. Isn't that beautiful? I bet these are color bursts maybe, or watercolors. Again, we'll find out. A nice resist created with the white embossing powder there. And then our white pigment ink on black. Isn't that stunning? Just a simple circular cut here. And I think this stamp is maybe from another collection, but wow, isn't that a beautiful fit there? So nice, Julie. I can't wait to learn more about your awesome cards. And speaking of cards, I wanted to let you know about an upcoming event. Now, this doesn't happen until August, but we're trying to get this into your hands on time. And if it happens August 6th, I don't necessarily trust you'll have your kit by then, so we're releasing it to our members a little bit earlier. So if you'd like to participate in the one-of-a-kind class along we're offering on Saturday, August 6th, go ahead and pick up the Slimline Waterfall card kit. It is a class along kit, and it includes a sheet of cut-aparts, 5 other sheets of paper, the 4 envelopes, the ribbon, and a really nice detailed copy of the instructions. And what this does is formularize the whole process of making that Slimline Waterfall card. And again, it revisits this artwork that Jacqueline designed with the Under the Sea collection, with that amazing artwork there, and includes all the papers. And then again, the most efficient way possible to create the Slimline Waterfall card itself. I've got this down to a science and a formula. So you can then take papers from your stash and make it for yourself, just this style of card. And that's just what Julie did for me. I sent her the formula. I said, hey, can you take the stamps from Hot Summer maybe and work with them to create a version of this using the formula? And that's precisely what she did. So all of the pieces you use super efficiently, again with the efficient method as well. And this is using the adorable stamps from the Hot Summer collection. So if you don't have this, how's it going? Stamp, you're missing out. I mean, I just think this is so adorable. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Way to go, Julie. I just love the colors and the I don't know, these cards just really make me smile. So that's what's happening with our Slimline Waterfall class. Again, that is on August 6th. Of course, if you can't make it that day, no problem. Anytime after the 6th, you'll be able to check out the video and follow along with me while I make those waterfall cards using the formula. And last, but certainly not least, is the Happy Hour Page Kit. Not sure if you've heard about this one. It's a really fun collection we've been wanting to do for a while, and it's a little bit sassy. I know, but oh my gosh, we had so much fun with this one. And we went with the artwork motifs from the Hot Summer collection, but Jacqueline completely, she just did a fantastic job. You can kind of just see how this really does match Hot Summer. I'm not going to take it out of the bag for you, but I do have a full video that previews this entire collection. Let's take a look at those pages. Here's 1 and 2, and we included these cute little drink pics, and Jacqueline designed artwork to fit within them, which I think is super adorable. And you can see those like little gems that we had, a little sparkle, and of course all those sassy quotes. Shout out to Lisa Dozel for helping us come up with some of the quote ideas. And then I think that is absolutely a stunning piece. It's a rhinestone in gold. It's a little buckle that fits right onto the ribbon here for a really flashy embellishment. And Jack even designed some olives to nest on top of the olives for a little dimension there. Here you can see another use of that buckle on this fun little border strip with my little trick of punching a hole on either side. And again, this does come with instructions and a video to help you utilize everything. And the plan is to also release some ideas on how to transform the cut aparts into cards. As always, Jacqueline worked with the text on all of the designs to make it fit within a card and on a layout, so that can all be adapted. And of course, you make 8 pages with this super fun collection. So that's what we got for you coming from Club Scrap during the month of July. I hope you like all of these kits. I really do, and that you love those stamps and all the fun potential that those include. Now, if you are not a member, if you join today, that'll be your first collection. So pick up a Club Scrap membership today, card kit, page kit, whatever add-ons you'd like to include, and then your shipment will be initiated to go out of the clubhouse on Friday. So if you still want to purchase other past collections, you can do that anytime. Now, the kits themselves, like the Legacy Page Kit and Legacy Card Kit, will not be available on our website to purchase until Friday. But before then, you will be able to purchase other things like more paper or cut-aparts or goodies, rosettes, ribbon, whatever is available from the collection as individual parts and pieces will be online starting today, so that you can load up. If you want extras, you can just choose what you want. If you want to throw in the stamps, you can, or you can subscribe to the stamp option as a savings, subscribe to the pop, the pack of panels, whatever. Now here again is just a little friendly reminder. Matching up your membership with other orders that you place is a very manual process. And when we print the memberships, it's sorted by your first name, which we all think is crazy, but it sorts by first name. And we have a lot of people that have the same first name, which we really try to be careful, match first and last name. But when you place an order to be included with a shipment, what's most important is your first name matches what you have on file as your membership first name. So my name is Trisha, but if I were a Patricia in my membership and then I would put Patty on the order, it's really hard for us to match the two of them. I just go by Trisha all the time, so keep it easy. That's my given name. So as a general reminder to help expedite things and make sure we pair things. I know we're not 100% perfect, but we always try to make it right. Those girls work really hard back there to try to get all of those memberships matched up with your orders. I hope that makes sense. Another thing too is if you are already a card kit member and you want to add a page kit membership, for example, make sure that you add it to your existing membership. If you create a second membership for the other club, that's going to initiate 2 boxes leaving the warehouse for you, each one with their own little shipping charge. So we like to bundle things together. It makes more sense, right? Save you money, save us money. I think that's about it. It's really weird not having you actually here. So I hope you're all having a lot of fun talking about the kit without me. I'll be sure to go back and read comments and answer any questions you have. Special thanks to Karen and Julie for answering and responding to your inquiries if you have them. And Kristen's always there as well. We've got a great team here, don't you agree? I just love my Club Scrap family so much, and hope to have you a part of it if you're not already. And I will see you back here at the end of July for our August spoiler. I'm already looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. I'll see you next time.